Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today not only am I going to be showing you a tutorial for this cool shell cutout bikini top, but I'm also teaming up with everydaywigs.com to offer a discount code to all of my subscribers. They sent me a 26-inch lace front wig, which I thought was really fun to play around with and switch up your hairstyle. So go ahead and check out their website. Everything will be linked down below. And yeah, so let's go ahead and get into the tutorial. For this project, I'm going to be taking a weight 4 100% cotton yarn and my 4.5mm hook. I'm just going to be crossing the string underneath, reaching through, pulling, and then tightening the knot. So that is a slip knot. So then all I'm going to do is chain 1, chain 2, then I'm going to be placing my hook through the first chain that we created. Then yarn over, pull through. I'll have 2 loops on my hook. I'm going to yarn over, pull through that. And then now we are going to be using this chain as the center ring, and we're going to be chaining 1. So this will count as 1 double crochet. It'll be the first double crochet in the little center ring. So now we're going to put a total of 12 inside of this. So this counts as 1, so we're going to do 11 more. We're going to be placing a total of 12 double crochets. So all we do for a double crochet is wrap the yarn around the hook, place the hook through the center chain, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. That is 1 double crochet. So we're going to be placing a total of 12. If your center chain loosens a little bit, you just pull on the initial starting string to tighten it. So now that I have 12, I'm just going to pull on that string to close the circle. Pull on it as tight as you can so that there is no space in the center, because obviously this is what's going to be covering your nips. So and also, depending on how large you need this initial base to be, you can chain 1. Okay, so let me just actually finish this round just so it's less confusing. So we did a total of 12. Now I'm going to be going into the top of the very first double crochet that we had created, placing my hook through the very top chain. Then I'm going to be yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull. I'm not going to yarn over again. So I yarned over, pull through, then I'm going to continue that through to close the circle, and that is our first round. So if you need to make this portion larger to fit your body size, then all you have to do is chain 1, put a row of single or double crochets depending on how large you need this center piece to be. This should be okay for me, but everyone's different, so that's just something you should keep in mind. Actually, let me make sure that was the top. Alright. So now for the flower petal portion, all I'm going to be doing is chaining 3. Actually, I'm going to chain 4. So I'm going to be placing my hook through the very last chain, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. That is a single crochet. I'm going to be placing 1 single crochet in the next chain down, and then my last single crochet in the last chain down. So you're chaining a total of 4 up, then placing 3 single crochets on the way down. The very top chain counts as the turning chain, if you were wondering. So I'm just going to place my last single crochet, and then now I'm going to be placing a slip stitch on the very next chain in the circle that we created. So I'm going to be going through the top of the very next chain, yarn over, pull through, continue that same chain through the last loop on your hook. So now I'm going to go straight through the very next chain in the circle, yarn over, pull through, then I'm going to be chaining, so I'm going to yarn over, pull through 2, it's a single crochet. Now I'm going to be placing 1, 2, 3. So that single crochet counts as 1, 1, 2, 3. Now I'm going to chain down, place my hook through the very last chain, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, single crochet, then through the next chain, place 1 single crochet, and the last chain will kind of be sideways since it is our initial chain, so I'm just going to go through the side of it. So this is the chain. I'm not going to go through both loops. I'm just going to go through the top one. Pull through, place a single crochet. Now I'm going to go through the very next chain on the ring, place a slip stitch. Now go through the very next chain on the ring, place a single crochet, then chain 3, and then continue that petal pattern. So I'm just going to repeat this all the way around until I reach the end of going back down, placing single crochets, placing a slip stitch in between your little petals, then chaining, and then just continuing. So now that I've made my way all the way around, I had just finished the very last little petal, and I had 1 chain left in between the 2 petals, so I placed my slip stitch there, so that's where my hook is left off. So from here I'm just going to cut and then knot it, and then we're going to reattach our yarn on any one of the petals, it doesn't matter, but I'm going to go ahead and cut this and then show you how to reattach it. So I'm actually just going to show you. So I did cut and I left kind of a long tail because I'm going to weave it in. I'll show you also how to do that later, but I'm just going to yarn over, pull through, and then pull that tightly so it knots itself. But yeah, so then here's your little flower base. I'm just going to take my yarn again. You could choose any petal top, doesn't matter. I'm just going to put my yarn through that top chain. I'm just going to attach my yarn through, make a double knot. Once you have your double knot, go right back through that same chain with your hook, yarn over, pull through. So now that you have your hook ready to go and attached to the top of your petal, all you're going to do is chain 4 and then go through the next petal top with your hook and then connect that with a single crochet. Then chain 4, go through the next petal top, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, so that's a single crochet, chain 4. So this is all you're going to be doing, connecting it with a single crochet. So just go around until you reach the end of the row. So now that I have made my way back around, I'm just reattaching my last chain 5. So we have the chain at the very top of the petal that we connected to. I'm going to put my hook through the chain 1. So not through the top, but through the first chain 1, so the single crochet. And I'm going to be connecting that with a single crochet. So that's going to join our row together. But yeah, so that is the first row. Now we're going to start making the top triangle off. So what we're going to do is chain 2 to begin the next row. All I'm going to do is prepare for a double crochet In the same chain that we are in, place an additional double crochet. Now we are going to be placing 1 double crochet in each chain. So I'm going to go through the next chain, place a double crochet. Next chain, place a double crochet. Third double crochet. Fourth double crochet. Now we are at the petal top chain, our chain 1 at the top of the petal. And we're just placing 1 double crochet. Now I'm going to go to my second middle straightaway, placing 1 double crochet in each chain. So 5. Once you have the 5th double crochet, then this is going to be one of the corners. So the top is going to be one of the turn corners, but we only did half so far because we just started the row. So I'm going to be placing a total of 2 double crochets in that, chain 2, prepare for a double crochet, go right back in, place 2 more double crochets. So that is going to start the turn. Now we can place 1 double crochet in each chain going to the next petal, which we are going to be placing 1 double crochet in the top of the next petal. So we're going to skip this one, but in the one after we're going to be placing 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. So as you can see, that's going to start creating the turn for the triangle bikini top. So once you make it past all the way back around to the top, we're going to finish off the top space. So right now you should have 2 corners. So you will have, I showed you through the first one, skip the next one, place a corner on the very next one, skip the next one, now we're back at the top. So all I'm going to do is, and the top chain got all stretched out. It's okay if that happens. I will have placed the last double crochet, so I'll have 5 in the straightaway. Now I'm going to be in the very top, I'm going to be placing 2 double crochets, chain 2, then I'm going to attach it to the top of the very next, attach it to the top of the very next single double crochet with a slip stitch. So now you should have 3 corner pieces, your middle piece. So the middle piece won't lay flat, it'll pop out a little bit. That's just going to be the curve of the cup. If you don't want that to happen and you want it to lay flat, then I suggest putting more chains in between each of the petals. I currently have 5. Maybe try 6 or 7 chains in the middle. It won't disrupt the end pattern at all. So it's up to you. I kind of want this to be a little bit more 3D and curved. If you want it to lay flat, just add more chains in your initial chain in between each petal. But anyway, so now I'm going to be doing one more row. So to get started, I'm going to chain 2, prepare for a double crochet, be placing 1 double crochet in each chain, going all the way along until I reach our first turn piece. I will come back once I reach here and I will show you what to do for the turn, but right now we're just placing 1 double crochet in each chain going down the first half. So now that you've reached your way to the very first turn, corner piece of the bikini, all I'm going to do is prepare for a double crochet, and I'm going to be placing 3 double crochets in that same space, the chain 2 space. Then I'm going to be chaining 1 and then placing an additional 3 double crochets through that same space. Now we are just going to be placing 1 double crochet in each chain until we reach the next corner piece. Then just repeat this process, place 3 double crochets, chain 1, 3 double crochets, go all the way back around, and essentially you're going to be doing the same thing, except I will show you once I reach the very top, but I'm just going to continue this pattern until I reach the top. So now that I've back to the very top, I have reached the chain 2 space. I'm sorry if you could hear a car alarm outside. I'm just going to be placing 3 double crochets through the space. Then I'm going to chain 1, place 2 double crochets through this space. And then I'm going to attach it to the top of the first chain with a slip stitch. Wow, that alarm is so annoying. Okay, cool. So now I am done with my bikini top. I'm gonna stop there. If you need a size larger than a small or a 32A to B, you can continue doing rows if you would like. I'm not gonna put any edging. That is another option. You can do a little bubble edging. You could do like a little ruffle, shell edging, whatever you want to do. This is just the basic. I'm gonna stop there. But yeah, so this is a size A to B. Again, you could continue if you need it to be larger. So I'm just gonna cut that, yarn over, pull through. And then when I say I'm going to weave it in, all I do is, let's say this is going to be the front, I'll just flip it over to the back, put my hook through a chain, kind of close to where the knot is. Then I'm just going to yarn over, pull through that chain, pick another chain kind of nearby, place your hook through that, yarn over, pull through, and then you can do that for as long as you want. I'll usually chain the yarn through 3 or 4 different chains, and then when you are ready to end it, just yarn over, pull through a chain. Don't pull it all the way through. Yarn over again, pull through, and then just knot it, so that the knot will be resting on the inside. You don't have to worry about it. So then you can just cut that off. And that is how I weave in my ending strings, my little loose strings. So yeah, I'm just going to repeat this one more time for my second cup, then I will come back and show you how I hook them together. So now that I've finished my second cup, all I'm going to do to attach them together, there's a bunch of different ways you can make your style of top. I am going to kind of make it into more of like a half halter top, so I'm going to be doing a few rows of double crochets just to have a little bit more coverage, just because this is a little bit more revealing, so I don't really want this to be a bikini. I want to just like kind of cover up a little bit more. But it's up to you. If you want to just attach it as a bikini style, you totally can. So all I'm going to do is flip over. So I figured out already which side I want to be in the front, and I've weaved and knotted on the back. So I'm just going to flip over to the very corner piece, and I'm going to reattach my yarn. So then just place your hook through the same chain that you placed your double knot. Yarn over, pull through. I'm just going to chain 2 to begin my row. Then I'm going to be wrapping the yarn around the hook, placing it through the very next chain, placing a double crochet. So we've been doing double crochets. I'm just going to go along the bottom row of the first cup and place 1 double crochet in every chain. So now that I've reached the end of the bottom of my first cup, all I'm going to do is chain 1, wrap the yarn around the hook, and then I'm going to place my hook through the very corner of the next cup, place my double crochet. Then I'm just going to continue placing 1 double crochet in each chain as I'm going along the bottom row of the next cup. So now that I've reached the end of the second cup, all I'm going to do is chain 2, flip over my work, and then I'm going to be doing 1 more row of double crochets all the way across. So now that I have flipped my work over, this first chain that's attached to the chain 2, we're going to skip that, place the first double crochet in the very next chain. Then I'm just going to be placing 1 double crochet in every chain of this row. So the only different thing is when you reach the center, this is just a chain 1. So I'm going to be placing a double crochet in the top of the last double crochet of this cup, placing 1 double crochet just through, placing my hook just underneath that. So I'm just going to be placing 1 double crochet there, then going right back into the top of the double crochet on the other side. So that's really all you're doing. You're just placing 1 double crochet in each chain space. So I'm just going to go ahead and finish this row, and I will be back to show you. So now to just continue the rows of double crochets, just always chain 2 before your row and flip over your work. You could do as many rows as plain double crochets as you would like. I'm probably going to do 2 more rows, and then I will come back once I have finished with the next 2 rows. So once you're finished with as many rows as you would like to do for the length of your top, for the edging, all I'm going to do is chain 1. Then through the very next chain, I'm going to place 1 single crochet. The next chain, I'm going to place 1 single crochet. And the chain after, I'm going to place 1 single crochet. Once I am on this single crochet, I'm going to chain 2 and then go right back into the very next chain with 1 single crochet. So you're placing 3 single crochets on the top of the third, chain 2, then go right back into the very next chain. That's all I'm going to be doing for the edging of my top. Once you're all finished with the edging, all I'm going to do is continue the same thread that I have been on, and I'm just going to start chaining off of the bikini top. This is going to be the back strap for this top, and once I'm finished with this, I'm going to cut and tie it on each end of the bikini top. So I'll have 2 on the side and then 2 along the top. And you could also add an extra strap right underneath the bust line if you feel like you need a little bit more support. So then to finish my top, I feel like the space in between the cups is a little bit too revealing, so I'm just going to add a little bit of a center design that will kind of tie it together. So all I did was pick a random chain along the inner corner. I just threaded my hook through, and now I'm doing a slip stitch to connect it to the corresponding chain on the other side. I'm going through the next chain, placing a single crochet, chaining 1, placing my hook through the other side and connecting it with a slip stitch. So you can just repeat this up along the inside of your cup for as long as you feel you need coverage. I'm just going to do a few more rows of this. And I'm just going to go ahead and leave in this whole clip just in case you want to see exactly what I'm doing, but it's really nothing special. It's just connecting the corresponding chains together with a slip stitch, chaining one in between the cups. So once you're finished with the amount of coverage you want for the center, I'm just cutting it and knotting it. And then once you're finished with that, you are completely done with this bikini top. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments, and thank you so much for watching.